And you'll be able to
arts you're going to earn.
Yeah,
right?
as you level up, you get more of those hearts.
Yeah.
And then you can specialize even more. Now, one different thing about Xenoblade Chronicles X is that you can change classes on the fly even mid-battle.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if there's an arts palette set that you want to have access to that you don't have access to right now, you can change classes out and jump from a defensive attacker to a heavier attacker.
Right.
If there's something that you find yourself needing desperately, you'll be able to switch classes on the fly, jump straight out into a different class and use those abilities.
Yep. And if I'm understanding everything correctly, and it's a pretty complicated game with all the things you can do. If I'm understanding correctly, though, you can, once you've earned those arts for each class, you can then mix and match, right? And kind of build your own
really
class.
specialize your character to suit your own gameplay style. My cowardly base attack entirely dependent on striking enemies when they're unawares, or perhaps feeding on grains and fauna.
You do love to get the enemies that seem to be the most peaceful.
Yeah, the flora rather, but yeah. So we're walking out into Neo Los Angeles for the first time.
Oddly enough, here we are in real Los Angeles.
We are
in old Los Angeles,
Los Angeles,
which just looks so dingy now that we got our first glimpse of Neo Los Angeles. Old Los Angeles just doesn't compare.
I know, it just doesn't measure up anymore.
Yeah. I'm sorry, LA. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to apologize for insulting Los Angeles online, aren't I?
It's okay.
I love it so much, though. So here we got a view out over Neo Los Angeles. It's going to come up as soon as Elma finishes.
Yeah, she's just, kind of explaining about the city. And it was kind of a model city to begin with, but it's become a real living place that they have to use. So welcome to New Los Angeles, Rich.
Now we're going to end this demo here on a flyover of Neo Los Angeles, where you get a chance to check out this entire explorable area.
Yeah.
It's already vast.
Yeah.
Just all on its own, this is a gigantic space that you can wander freely throughout. As we mentioned, it's a hub town. You get quests here. You see your first giant mech here. These are going to become an integral component of gameplay much later on, of course.
Your first cat as well.
Yeah. But you also see some really interesting, more
daily
mundane
life, right.
things. Just these are the survivors trying to live on this alien world.
Yep. So she's talking about the fact that this is really mankind's last hope, and it sounds like they've been here for a couple of months before you have come on the scene.
Yeah, before
and
you
she's
get thawed.
explaining that while it's still sort of a work in progress, they've really hardened up their desire to make this home for the future.
And here we go, one big flyby, and
Big swoop.
there you go.
Wow. That's awesome.
Neo Los Angeles in all its glory.
Well, Rich, Ethan, we're about out of time. I just want to say thanks for stopping by and giving us a deeper look here on Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having us
If you like
on.
what you see, I hope people are excited, because there is a lot to this game.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited to do a little deeper dive.
Yeah.
Into this. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice thank
up
you.
next, don't go anywhere. We got Hyrule Warriors coming up, and we might have a special guest with us as well. All right, Nintendo Treehouse live at E3. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Ed, I'm here with Chris, a fellow Treehouse member. We're going to take a closer look here at Hyrule Warriors, something that I know a lot of Zelda fans, a lot of Dynasty Warriors fans are super excited about.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to be excited? This is a fusion of, the Zelda universe with the Dynasty Warriors, very fast-paced, frenetic, huge battles. So we actually have a special demo here for Treehouse Live at E3. So we could,
we're gonna do Midna?
We should probably start with Link. No, of course we're going to do Midna. Ha! Oh, that was beautiful. Everyone thought I was really going to do that.
Everybody did. By the way, I just wanted the best loading screen ever.
It's so charming, just seeing the little guys there. There's more little references like that in the game. Spoiler alert. This game is a love letter to Zelda. Spoiler.
As if
big
you
old
didn't
spoiler.
know, yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. So, rest assured, it's doing right by your fandom. So in this particular level, there's a lot of levels inspired by previous Zelda games. This one, however, is inspired by Twilight Princess, specifically the Palace of Twilight.
Right.
And I'll be commanding Midna here. Everyone loves Midna. She's just kind of floating around doing her thing.
You're surrounded by your buds.
She, of course, her run, she can create this little Twilight wolf here to run around and attack enemies. So I'm just going to start wailing on enemies wholesale here because that's the whole point right now. In most Zelda games, you have to be careful and sneaky and you have to use thought. This one, there's still some careful, sneaky thought, but you also got to wail on those enemies.
Oh, it's so delicious.
It's so great. So basic attacks here. These are just my weak attacks. This is my weak attacks. Doing some weak attack combos here. It's kind of basic, hand slap. I can also mix in a strong attack here. Do a bigger one with some wolves show up. This here is a captain. So this is a Re-Dead Knight. These guys are going to be stronger than just your standard little bokoblins there. He's going to try to use his classic attacks here where he freezes me. When that happens, he's actually weak. So if I let him do that, I can actually start throwing bombs at him, start hitting his weak point gauge. Once that goes down, I'll be able to do a bigger attack to him. It's tricky, because I don't have the best item in this particular demo to hit him with. But I can still attack him pretty good. So there's actually a lot. This is one of many captains. In this level, we'll actually see some others. I'm going to go try to find some Arrowfuls, because those guys are a little more fun to fight than Re-Dead at the moment.
Yeah, and for people who maybe aren't as familiar with the Dynasty Warriors franchise, I mean, this is what it is. So you're putting Zelda in this world, and this mixture it seems to work really, really well.
It really does. I mean, this is exciting to see characters. I mean, people have never controlled Midna because she was on Link's back. This is the first time you get to actually pull her out and say, okay, Midna, you're one of Zelda lore's favorite characters. Let's bring it back. Everyone loves you. What can you do? What can you do for us?
And now to be able to see that, have that opportunity to do so.
Exactly. So now we have some different captains here.
Right.
They have a different thing that'll happen that'll make their weak point happen. They'll actually spike into the ground with their sword. I'm waiting for that. Or I would if I bothered to wait. I don't want to. I want to go attack this keep right now because I'm impatient. I don't have to be patient in this game.
This is the ultimate game for those of us who lack patience.
Exactly. They're still going to follow me in here because that's just how it goes. But I'm going to try to take this keep. The whole point of taking keeps is to entrench your location, really solidify your control of the battlefield. So once I get in here, you'll notice a little gauge that right now says lower level east. This is the keep. So once that gauge goes